All right. So I mentioned that God's got a plan for you, and I know a lot of people and who have been depressed or suicidal just think that either he's not real or he just doesn't care anymore. And truthfully, it's not. That's not true. Call me biased. Call me just a good Christian, but I mean, I got baptized when I was 16. That was a choice on my own, and Um, raised in a Christian church, but I chose to be baptized, and that was my choice because I felt God had helped me through, you know, my depression, and I've been wearing this cross for forever. But September 15th, 2020, was the moment that I realized that God was by my side every moment of every day, and riding shotgun seat in my car when nobody else was, and what I mean by that, specifically that last comment, is this. That is from my former car. It was a Ford Escape 2014 model. And I covered up the license plate so you don't get my address, blah, 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 blah. But that was the front piece. That was the front license plate. I spun that car a straightaway road, and there was a deer. I swerved like an idiot, um, and I didn't see it because I'd reached down to grab my drink, and I literally just go, not from the floorboard, from the passenger's chair, and there it was, and I swerved and had cruise control set to 65. It was 60 mile per hour road, if you um, and it was going over a pass, but it was a straightaway uphill. Within seconds. Every teenager has, checked their phone or whatnot, but this was shorter than a checking your phone kind of thing. And I wasn't. I was, I was, I mean, it just shows me like, yeah, don't touch your phone. Don't reach for a drink. Make sure it's in the cup holder. But I had crossed both lines. There was two lanes on my side, one on the other, and I look up and I all of a sudden feel a big hit and jerk, and next thing I know, I'm in a ditch, and airbags all around. There's glass, and my car's got a center monitor dialing 911. Takes me 30 seconds. I tell 911, yeah, I'm on highway, blah 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 blah. You know, and in a ditch. I'd been going south towards my school. If you know where Central Washington is, I was headed over Highway 97. I was headed over, which is Blewett Pass. I was headed south towards CWU, and I had spun around. I was now facing in the northbound ditch, facing uh, north, and I had rolled my car once and hit a big tree stump and had a big gash. And it was the kind of accident that I, in a car that wasn't as safe, in a time where I didn't have God by my side, I would have died. No question about it. The EMT, when he got there, and the tow truck driver literally came up to me and said, "You okay?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm fine." I had a light burn here, and I had a light rash here, and some glass cuts, and that was literally it. I had gone to the doctors the next day and, checked for a concussion or whiplash, nothing. But the the EMT and the tow truck driver said, well, the EMT said this. Yeah, whenever we see a car like this on the pass, we're pulling bodies out of it. And I literally went, crap. And 3 days before my accident, a family had been going over, and God had have mercy on them, or God bless them, but or God help them is the correct term. Um, a big SUV. I don't know the brand or type. It was a white, truck, SUV, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a car guy, but had gotten totaled, hit a tree, kind of similar to mine, and all three of the people, the kid and the two parents, died on the same road. And the thing that I haven't mentioned yet is what happened less than 2 minutes after I got out of the car. Because I got out of the car, and seconds, literally seconds later, a car pulls over, and it's 2020. I mean, think about what's going on. Don't need to say it because I think YouTube gets mad. But this couple gets out and comes over to me and asks if I'm okay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, and I'm looking for, I didn't have my phone, I had my mom's phone because I was trouble with her, and she gave me her phone because I wasn't supposed to have my phone, whatever. So there you go. It was in the back, and I'm like, can you call it? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, we're sorry, we have to rush out of here, but um, this is before EMTs arrive, tow truck, before anyone else was on the scene. Not a single person. I hadn't even communicated to my parents yet. They asked me once I found the phone, and they said, made sure I was all right. They said, "Do you mind if we say a prayer and for you?" And I said, "Absolutely." And they prayed with me. I mean, just just said a prayer for thankfulness that I was alive and okay, and pretty convinced they're angels, but I mean, and they went off on their way. I tried calling the number back later that day to say thank you and that I was all right, and no answer. Just, but it was a message from God saying, that He's always there for me, even if I mess up or whatever. He's protecting me, and you you got to remember that it's not just those big moments where it could go wrong. It's every moment of every day, and He's always looking out for you, and He loves everyone. And I know one of my pastor friends could have said this better and used actual passages, but it it was a moment where I went, I have you you will never be able to disprove to me that God is not real. You will never be able to prove me you will never be able to prove to me that God is not real. I mean, like, to me, that if I mean, I was a believer, and but that moment showed me it was an act of God, not just little actions that allowed me to heal, but a true act of God that said, here I am, and your story's not over yet. And this goes for everyone. Your story's not over yet. You have more left in the tank. You have more left to tell. You have you have stuff left in your life to do. So don't give up. And it's a message, and it was a message to me saying, you have a lot of good left in your life to do, and you're not done yet. And I think that's something we all got to remember because it doesn't have to matter. You don't have to get in a car accident to, realize that God's great and God's there for you. You can just look around every day, see that kid who's a cancer survivor, see that World War II veteran that survived D-Day. I mean, there's so many, so many, so many, so many different ways you can see God in this world. But you just gotta remember He's got a plan for you. You, you you're gonna do a lot of good in your life, and I know you're hearing that all the time. But trust me, you're alive for a reason, and I feel partially part of my calling is this channel. Even if nobody or two people or I don't care how many get to watch these videos, I just feel like it's part of my job as someone who's fought through a lot of crap and to give back and share my stories so others can hear it. But have faith. He's there for you. He'll take care of you. But anyways, stay safe, guys. God bless you all. And remember, He loves everyone.